Would you ever spend $50,000 just for a haircut? Not on a car, not on a vacation, but a trim, a fade, a lineup. Most of us would laugh and walk away. But for a certain group of men in the Middle East, that's not just normal. That's the bare minimum, because when you live in a world where money has no meaning, where private jets are just taxis, and palaces are weekend homes, a $50,000 haircut is just self-care. This is the secret life of Middle Eastern billionaires. And once you step into their world, you'll never see money the same way again. Stay till the end, because what happens inside one of their underground vaults will absolutely shock you. Let's start with the haircut that went viral. The year was 2022. A London-based celebrity stylist received a last-minute call. The client, a crown prince from the Gulf region. The request: fly first class immediately, stay in a 7-star hotel, and be on standby for 5 days. Why? Because the prince wanted his haircut when he felt like it. And when that moment came, the stylist was escorted by armored SUV to a royal suite the size of a football field. Inside were bodyguards, chefs, assistants, and one man sitting in a silk robe with a lion cub at his feet. The haircut lasted 25 minutes. The payment? $50,000 wired instantly, along with a luxury Rolex just to say thank you. But here's the thing, it wasn't about the haircut. It was about power, control, access, lifestyle, and this story. It's just the tip of the golden iceberg. If that was just for a haircut, what do you think they spend on birthday parties? Well, let's talk about that next. Imagine this, you're 6 years old. Your birthday invite says, dress code, royal white, location, private island. There's no clown, no balloons. Instead, there's a live performance by Justin Bieber, a zoo flown in from Africa, and 300 guests flown in on private jets all just to celebrate your birthday. This actually happened. One royal family in the UAE spent nearly $10 million on their son's birthday weekend. A-list chefs were flown in from Paris. The cake, 12 feet tall, covered in edible gold, and took a team of 5 to carry it in. There were drones spelling out the child's name in the night sky, and that's before the boy opened his gift, a baby tiger wearing a diamond collar dot to them. This wasn't spoiling a child, it was tradition. It was family pride. Because in this world, everything is bigger. If you're already shocked, just wait till we take you inside the private underground garages where these billionaires keep their secret toys. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Because the deeper we go, the crazier it gets. Let's talk about garages, not your average ones with tool kits and a family van. We're talking underground vaults, designed like museums with floors made of marble, custom lighting for each car, and temperature control to keep the paint from fading. One sheik in Abu Dhabi has a private garage that holds over 700 exotic cars. Yes, 700. Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Koenigseggs, McLarens, not just one of each, but entire fleets in every color. Some are one of one. Designs meaning only that billionaire owns it in the world. There's even a gold-plated Rolls-Royce Phantom with seats made from crocodile leather. And here's the craziest part. Most of these cars have never touched the road. They're simply there. To be admired, to show visitors, or to be airlifted to Europe if the sheik feels like driving during vacation. If you think billionaires only collect cars, wait until you see the animals. They treat better than royalty. For most of us, a pet means a dog, maybe a cat, but in the palaces of the ultra-rich in the Middle East, it's not uncommon to see a cheetah walking beside its owner, or a falcon with a diamond-studded hood. In fact, owning a falcon is considered a symbol of power in many Gulf countries. These birds are so respected, they even have their own passports. Yes, for falcons, private jets are sometimes booked just to fly these birds to international competitions, but it doesn't stop there. Some royals keep snow leopards in private zoos per scene, white lions in marble cages, hybrid wolves, trained by former military handlers, and these animals aren't kept in chains. They live in air-conditioned enclosures, eat the finest meat flown in daily, and sometimes sleep inside the palace bedrooms. Have you ever seen a lion take a bubble bath in a gold tub? Stick around, because coming up, we'll reveal the royal spa day for animals that left the internet speechless. If you're enjoying this insider look, give this video a like. It helps the algorithm bring you more luxury secrets from behind closed doors. In the West, We use ATMs to withdraw cash in Abu Dhabi. They have gold-to-go machines. That's right, vending machines that dispense real gold bars. Insert your credit card, choose your weight, and out comes a 24-karat gold ingot in a gift box. And it doesn't stop at gold. In some private lounges, vending machines offer diamond earrings, Rolex watches, even tiny perfume bottles worth $5,000 each. A world where even luxury is automated. Coming up next, you won't believe what these billionaires do when they fall in love. Spoiler: the wedding cost more than some countries' national budgets. One royal wedding in Qatar was so extravagant, it became a global headline. The dress was hand-stitched in Paris, laced with Swarovski crystals, and had a 60-foot-long train carried by 10 women. The venue, a private island transformed into a floating ballroom. There were indoor fireworks, performances by Jennifer Lopez and Andrea Bocelli, and 5,000 guests flown in from 50 different countries. The price tag? $100 million. But in this world, the wedding isn't just about love, it's about making a statement. It tells the world, this is who we are. This is our power. Imagine getting married under a diamond chandelier with Beyoncé performing just for you. Would you do it? Drop your answer in the comments. We want to know what you'd spend your billionaire money on first, and make sure you're subscribed, because up next, we're diving into the world's most expensive school, and why some royals are sending their toddlers there. Let's talk about royal children, again, but not their parties this time. Let's talk school. In a quiet corner of Switzerland, there's a school that costs more than Harvard. It's called Institut La Rosey, and it's known as the School of Kings. Why? Because children of royal families, oil billionaires, and secretive tycoons send their kids here. The tuition, over $150,000 per year. And what do the kids get? Horse riding classes by Olympic trainers, fencing with ex-national athletes, rooms with private chefs and butlers, vacations in the school's second campus in the French Alps. But the most important thing they learn isn't in textbooks, it's how to carry their family name with power. Because one day, these kids won't just inherit palaces, they'll inherit countries, empires, and oil fields. Their education isn't about tests, it's about preparing to rule. Now imagine this. A school bus pulls up, and instead of yellow and squeaky, it's a Rolls-Royce Phantom with a bodyguard in the front seat. We're just getting started. Let's look at what these billionaires do when it's time to sleep. Sleep is something we all do, but not like this. Inside royal bedrooms, sleep becomes an art form. We're talking custom Italian silk mattresses worth $300,000, humidity-controlled rooms that simulate perfect sleep conditions, 24/7 on-call staff, just to adjust the lighting and sound before bedtime, and sometimes classical musicians hired to play lullabies live. One billionaire in Kuwait even had his ceiling painted with a star map of the night he was born. But why? Because when you have everything, comfort becomes your kingdom. Even dreams have to be luxurious. Quick question, Fifth. Someone gave you $1 million to design your dream bedroom. What would you add? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. And if you've made it this far, you clearly love luxury stories. So smash that like button to help more people find this video, because now we're heading up literally. Next stop, the sky. In this world, airports are for the public. These billionaires, they have their own. Some Middle Eastern elites have personal runways attached to their palaces and private jets. Not just one, some own entire fleets. Each jet is customized with full bedrooms, gold-trimmed bathrooms, roomy theaters, dining, rooms with personal chefs on board. One sheik even has a flying office with encrypted satellite calls, so he can make billion-dollar oil deals while cruising 40,000 feet in the sky. Some even use apps, just like Uber, to summon their pilot and have the jet prepped in under 90 minutes. No passport queues, no baggage claims, just straight from palace to plane. But wait, if the sky is this glamorous, imagine what happens under the ocean. Yes, some royals live below sea level too. Let's dive into that next. In Dubai, there's a project called the Floating Seahorse Villas. They look like glass mansions sitting on water, but what's amazing is half of the house is underwater. From your master bedroom, you can watch dolphins swim past your window. Everything inside is luxury, imported marble, voice-activated everything. and $1 million bathtubs with crystal fixtures. But here's the real twist. Some Middle Eastern billionaires have gone further. They've bought private submarines not for war but for peace, for privacy. Imagine cruising silently beneath the ocean. Just quiet. This is what the ultra-rich do when they want to disappear. If you had all the money in the world, would you live under the sea or high above the clouds? Let us know. It says a lot about you. And don't go anywhere, because coming up, we're entering the one place where money flows the most, the royal shopping rituals. You won't believe how they spend in just one afternoon. Picture THIS, a royal princess from the Gulf walks into Harrods in London. But she's not browsing. She's not choosing between options. She's buying every handbag from the season, even backup shoes, in case her sister wants to borrow them. The total, $2.1 million, in just under 4 hours. This isn't fantasy. She didn't carry a wallet. A royal assistant simply followed behind, tapping her diamond-studded credit card while the princess pointed at what she wanted. Some stores in Paris even shut down completely for these clients, locking out the public so royals can shop in peace. But what if I told you the most expensive item they wear can't even be seen? Let's talk perfume. Perfume is a serious art in Middle Eastern culture. And for billionaires, it's personal branding. Some sheiks and princesses wear scents so rare. Only 3 bottles exist in the world. We're talking about perfumes infused with ambergris, a rare whale byproduct worth more than gold. Oud oil harvested from agar wood trees older than 100 years, and rose oil from a hidden valley in Iran. Harvested before sunrise by one royal family even owns a private fragrance lab with a perfumer who crafts a new scent for them every week. The cost per bottle, up to $1.2 million. And here's the twist. They wear it not to impress others, but to leave a signature scent in every room they walk through. That scent, that's their legacy. If you could create your own custom scent to represent your soul, what would it smell like? Let us know in the comments. It's a fun question, but it says a lot about identity. In this world, gifting isn't done with candles and chocolates. It's done with watches. $100,000 Patek Philippe's are given out like thank you cards. One young Emirati billionaire reportedly gave every guest at his engagement party a limited edition Rolex, totaling over $10 million in gifts. And he still called it a humble gesture. But let's pause for a second. Because while all this wealth might seem like heaven, there's a side to it nobody talks about, and it's darker than you think. Behind palace walls and luxury gates, there's something that can't be flown in by private jet. Real peace. Some royal insiders have spoken out anonymously, sharing what they've seen firsthand. Billionaires who can't sleep without bodyguards in the hallway, princesses with every designer dress but no control over their own lives, princes who fly to Europe not for fun, but just to feel free from expectations. There's pressure. To uphold a name, to never show weakness, to always be more richer, stronger, bigger. One former palace chef said, "It's strange, but they rarely smiled. Wealth, it creates freedom, but in some cases, it becomes a golden cage." Would you trade your simple, peaceful life for $100 billion but no freedom? There's no wrong answer, just real reflection. Let's close with a story that left the world speechless. In 2023, a Middle Eastern billionaire quietly walked into an orphanage in Morocco. No cameras, no media. He sat down with the children, played soccer, ate lunch on the floor. Before leaving, he whispered something to the director and walked away. What happened next? The entire orphanage was rebuilt from scratch. New housing, full staff, school supplies. That 3 other orphanages were added nearby, all funded anonymously. Later, one of his assistants leaked the truth. It was a way for the prince to feel human again. Not rich, not royal, just real. Because sometimes, even billionaires want what the rest of us have: purpose, simplicity, connection. So next time you hear about a $50,000 haircut, don't just think about the money. Think about the world behind it, the culture, the pressure, the beauty, the loneliness. And if you made it this far, you're not here for gossip. You're here because you're curious. So hit that subscribe, drop a like, and comment your thoughts. Let's talk not just about wealth, but what it means to be human in a world of gold. Owning land is one thing, but owning entire cities, That's what some Middle Eastern billionaires are quietly doing in Saudi Arabia. There's a mega project called NEOMA, Futuristic Smart City, backed by royal investors. It's a civilization redesign. We're talking buildings that flow artificio, moons robots as staff climate-controlled street sand, a 170-kilometer mirror city known as the Line. But it's not just futuristic. Some royals also own secret compounds. Across the world, an entire village in the south of France owned by one Qatari billionaire 30-villa compound in Beverly Hills. Hidden behind fake landscaping, even castles in Switzerland and Italy renovated for seasonal visits. These aren't vacation homes. They're backup kingdoms, places to vanish quietly, entertain VIPs, or escape when the media spotlight gets too hot. And just when you thought you'd heard it all, let's talk about beauty contests for camels and the million-dollar surgeries that followed. Yes, it's real, and it's taken very seriously in the Gulf. Camel beauty pageants are cultural events where millions of dollars in prize money are on the line. Camels are judged on neck length, nose, shape, ear, symmetry, and even how regal they appear while walking. Sounds wild, right? Well, here's the twist. Some owners now pay plastic surgeons to enhance their camels, Botox for puffier lips, filler for fuller cheeks, even laser hair removal to give the camel a cleaner look. And this isn't done in shady clinics. It happens in high-tech animal hospitals, run by professionals, because the top prize can be over $1 million. It's not about vanity. It's about tradition, pride, and in some cases, obsession. If you had to judge a beauty contest for camels, what would your number one category be? Neck, walk, or eyes? Drop your answer. It's weird, but fun. And who knows, maybe you've got the eye of a royal judge. Now let's set sail. Owned by a royal billionaire in the UAE. This yacht is more than a boat. It's a floating city. 180 meters, longa, full spa, gym, nightclub, and movie theater. Private beach club that lowers into the CA garage filled with mini submarines and jet skis, and the Ghost, because it often sails in silence, with military-level stealth tech to hide its location. The estimated value, $600 million, and yet it's rarely photographed, rarely docked. It's more myth than machine. But here's what nobody sees. Because behind the gold walls and armored yachts lie the family secrets even money can't bury. Let's go there. Every palace has its shadows, and while many royal families are admired, respected, and even loved by their people, there are whispers of hidden power struggles between brothers, ex-daughters who tried to escape their gilded cages, secret marriages never announced to the public, and even internal investigations about missing billions. Some of these stories are denied. Others are quietly buried, but insiders say, where there is great wealth, there is always great silence. Was it really just about the $50,000 haircut? Or was it about everything it represents? A world where privacy is luxuries, simplicity is rare, and money is just. Raised to never say no, but sometimes also raised to never feel normal. In the end, maybe it's not about how much money someone has, it's about what they do with it, or builds a golden wall that no one can climb. So now we turn the question to you. Would you trade your freedom for this kind of power? Would you give up simplicity for a world of endless diamonds? Let us know in the comments. Your thoughts matter more than gold here. And if this video gave you a peek into a world you've never seen before, stick with us, because the next story, it might make this one look simple.